If I wanted to create this one in well, the TA4, TA3 first, it's a little bit trickier because you're not given raw data. It's probably easier to do it by hand, but well, actually, I'll show it to you by hand first, and then I'll show it to you on the calculator and Excel. You asked about the histogram. So first off, by hand, I notice that my largest frequency is 620. Probably not very easy to divide by, so let me work with 800. There's 800. Here's 400. Here's 200. There's 600. And that'd be 100. This would be 300. This would be 500. And then this would be 700. Okay, now our first one is 338. So I'll come up to where I think approximately 338 would be and create my bar. And I can put a label below that. Next one is 424. So again, I'll come up where I think about 424 might be and put a bar. Next one's 212. Come up a little bit past 200. Put a bar. 127. So come to approximately where I think 127 might be. That might have been a little too high. 311. So go up to about 311. Put a bar. And then 620. And I put a bar. And that'd be my histogram by hand. Okay. Well, on the calculator. Since we don't got our raw data, the only way you could do it, if I go to Stat, do Enter on Edit, and I'm going to put some kind of labels in L1. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These have no meaning to the data that's already there. I'm just putting it 1, 2, 3, yeah, because I got six different categories. Then my right arrow, I'm going to put my frequency in L2. So I do 338, enter, 424, enter, 212, enter, 127, enter, 311, enter, 620, enter. Okay. Now I'm going to do my y equals, make sure there's nothing here. Then we'll go to plot 1. So I'll do second y equals, do enter on plot 1. Now I've already played with this before I got here. And I wanted to select on, so I'll get my flashing cursor on the on, press enter one time, then down arrow to the type, and I want to make sure I right arrow over to the bar graph one. Press enter on it. Now I get down to X list, and yours should say L1. If it doesn't, you do a second one to change it. When I get down here to frequency, let me change this. What it did say is this right here. It said number 1. Okay. Now if I come down here and I want to put frequency in, I want to put in L2 because that's where I put my frequencies. So I'll do second 2 and then press enter. And that saves that. Now I'm going to exit out, so I do second mode, and then I'll do zoom and 9 for zoom stat. And this gives us our bar graph. And if you compare to that by hand, you see it's relatively the same. Not perfect. This goes up to 800. If I switch this, if I did a, if I can figure out where the settings are. Window settings. If I will go to window here, and Y max, if I take it to 800 instead of 725, it defaulted to on mine. Press enter, and then graph. Then we would see it look a little bit closer to what we did by hand. But that's how you can do it on a T84 Plus calculator. Now, do a second Y equals. I'm going to have you set your calculator back. Do enter on plot 1. And down arrow to frequency, And it's an alpha lock right now, so if you press your alpha button one time, and then you press the number 1, and then press enter, that'll put it back to 1, which is what we need for the class. Then do a second mode to exit out. Now we're going to go look at this in Excel also. Now you said 25D, but 25D is a pie chart, and you said histogram, so I'm assuming you want a histogram. If it's a pie chart, then TI-84, TI-3, TI-84 doesn't do pie charts. Put some kind of categories here. More than once per month. Greater than 1, 1 to 3. I'm going to do a single quote 1 to 3. Single quote 4 to 6. Single quote 7 to 11. Single quote once per year. And then never. Okay, let me put my frequencies here. So I got 338, 424, 212, 127, 311, and 620. Okay. Now I may have to play with this a little bit because I'm not the greatest at Excel in this. Always have to relearn. So I'll highlight the data, and I'm going to choose Insert, choose Column, and I'll choose the first one. And you see that gives us the same graph that we got on the calculator and when we got by hand. So that's how you find it with the 3 different techniques, whether by hand or calculator or Excel.